Should I tell them I want a 2% raise? Do I want too much? What do I do? You might be wondering. There's all sorts of questions you might have when it comes to negotiating salary, so here are the do's and don'ts. Who am I? I'm Alex Berman. We run a team of, we're close to 100 people now around the world across all of our partner agencies and everything. And so I deal with salary negotiations all the time. People asking me for money, us having to negotiate with clients, us having to negotiate with business partners. And the question is, how do you nail it? So let's go through some do's and don'ts. This video is brought to you by Email 10K. Learn how to book meetings with billion-dollar brands and take your company to the next level at email10k.com. Starting with the do's. I'll be like a game show host. These are the do's and don'ts of salary negotiation. Starting with the do's. Number one is be confident. Confidence is essential to being a strong negotiator. Know what you're going to say, know what your sentence is going to be before you say it, understand what you can back off on and what you can't back off on. Make a strong case for yourself, and anytime you ask for a number, have data to back up that claim. Don't hesitate to remind your boss how valuable you are, and speak in terms of actual value to the business. The closer you are to the money, the more you get paid. Number two is keep a positive attitude. Come to the conversation with some enthusiasm. Smile more. A lot of people outside the US don't understand that people from America are smiling all the time. The more you can smile, the more friendly you come off, the more happy you seem. Be conversational. Don't act depressed, all right? Don't act like you're depressed, even if you are. Just put on a little American smile, you know, put a little American magic on that, all right? Act happy all the time. It's totally okay. It's not mentally debilitating at all. Help me. Behave as though the negotiation will be successful and act like it. Act like you already have the job and you're gonna get it. Before we keep going, make sure that you like this video and subscribe for more content like this. We do a bunch of content all the time. We've done hundreds of videos, so just go ahead and subscribe down below, like this video, and I'll keep going. Number three is do your research. Make sure when you go into the room that you have researched salary ranges for the position. You should know the average salary for that role, the starting salary, what somebody with your experience level would be paid, etc. You can find that on Glassdoor. You can find that on salary.com. Know the numbers before you ask for a raise. By the way, if you want to master the salary negotiation and get a huge bump in pay, then check out our system 2x Raise. That'll show you how to get a raise. So go ahead and join at 2xraise.com. Number four is know your bottom line. You know how much you need to survive and support your lifestyle, so make sure that you're not getting paid less than that. If you need $3,000 a month to survive, then don't take $2,900. If you need $60,000 to survive, don't take $50,000. Know what your break-even point is and don't take jobs for less. Every job you take should increase your salary, and the higher salary you can negotiate up front, the higher your pay will be for your entire career. And the last do, before we jump into the don'ts, is be willing to negotiate, but not in a conventional way. If you're deciding between two companies and offers, be honest. If your dream company offers you a little lower, then you could say, hey, I have a couple other offers I'm playing with here. One company is paying me about $3,000 more to work with them, but I'd rather work with you guys. Would you be willing to match their salary? And you'd be surprised if the company wants you and it just takes a couple extra $1,000 to get you in the door. Typically, they'll come up and you'll get a raise. Now let's move into the don'ts. Here are some don'ts for salary negotiation. Don't number one, don't be unprepared. So make sure that you understand what you're asking for. Don't come in there without a plan. You want to be prepared in advance because if you're caught off guard, maybe you don't have all the research you should have done on the salaries, you might be lowballing yourself. You want to know what their budget is for the role and typically what a salary at this level and this city and this everything, what it pays. Number two is don't lie. The more you lie, the higher the chances are that you're going to be caught. So try to be as honest as possible, if not completely honest. Okay, you want to live your life ethically and morally sound. Okay, we're not lying to people. The third don't is don't rush in conversation. In response to an offer, you could restate the offer, then sit quietly and think, consider what was said. Once a number is said in the room, they say the first to speak loses. So if your boss makes you an offer, you could just give them a little, 3,000. Silently count to 10 and allow everyone time to consider the offer that was set. The silence might allow time for your boss to justify the offer. He might also think that you're offended and offer you a higher amount on the spot. So stay silent for about 10 seconds. The fourth don't is don't accept the first offer. Most companies will give you an offer toward the bottom of what they're willing to pay. So by simply asking for more on the first offer, you have now locked in a raise of at least a few $1,000s over what you'd normally get if you don't ask. If you've already done your research, then you should know what salary to aim for, and it'll be very clear where the offer you're given sits. Make sure to like this video to encourage this type of content on YouTube, subscribe for more like this, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. I'm Alex Berman.